In this video, I'll be talking about the genius of Shusaku Takoaka. Many have asked me what postmodernism is. So postmodernism is actually quite complicated and you can't explain it so easily. But the collage art of Shusaku Takoaka actually easily explains what postmodernism is. Many of the people who witness his art would say, why doesn't he create something new? Why does he always take old stuff and make it something different? Because they ask this because they don't know what postmodernism is. So what is postmodernism? Postmodernism in a way is a reaction against modernism and a reaction against the past. So in the past we saw a lot of grand narratives. So certain things were considered to be sacred or canon, things that should not be questioned. So postmodernism in a way breaks all the chains and tries to do something different from what we have seen earlier in the history of art, writing, fiction, sculpture, architecture, music, etc. Takoaka takes images, icons, and scenes from famous paintings, pictures of famous personalities, and combines it together to create something different. It is also in a way very political. Some of his artworks are just there to raise your eyebrows, but others have definite political messages that actually go deep into our cultural consciousness. For this, let's look at Takoaka's representation of Disney. Disney has always been seen as an ideal. We see Disney as something for children, but we should not forget that Disney is just a fantasy that creates false ideals in the minds of people. Disney does not represent the reality. The reality is something different. It's actually a hyper real representation of the world around us. So when Takoaka subverts Disney characters through his collages, he is actually not just criticizing Disney but our own ideals, which are basically false. We should think beyond the cultural trap Disney leads us into. Takoaka's work can also be seen as a critique of modern day consumerism. Modern day consumerism asks us to consume without questioning. We are forced to buy products that we actually don't want and spend our time in useless digital spaces. So in a way we are trapped in a web called the World Wide Web. We are trapped in a way that we are forced to follow certain cultural codes and we would feel left out if we don't follow it. So in a way we are forced into a normality which would otherwise seem insane. We are forced to consume things that's actually bad for us but good for the corporates. Like the modern artist Van Gogh, we are forced to live in a mad world, in a world that does not understand us. So we are forced to have split personalities and live lives that we don't want to live and get caught in relationships which we don't like to have. Like and subscribe to Denver's Point of View YouTube channel.